What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have something I'm very excited to share with you guys. So last couple of videos, I've been doing a lot of cordless polisher reviews. Now I'm sticking to the DAs, the dual action polishers, the ones that you can use. They spin freely, but they also oscillate. You don't have to worry about them as much. They're great for the DIYer. They're used by pretty much every professional. They're great because they don't heat up the panel as much. You don't have to worry as much about burning through the paint. As long as you're just not being completely careless with it, you're gonna be fine. So a great option for the DIYer, great option for the professional. Now, in my recent videos, I looked at the Dewalt, which is this one here, which still is my favorite. This thing's been fantastic, super powerful, can do full corrections. This thing's amazing. From there, I did the Ryobi, and then I did the Cobalt, dual action polishers that are battery operated. Now the Dewalt was 15 millimeter throw, which means it throws the pad further. You get faster correction with that. Now the Ryobi and the Cobalt were both 8 millimeters. The Ryobi specified it deep in the details of the instruction manual. The Cobalt, I couldn't find anything, but it looked like an 8 millimeter throw to me. I personally prefer a 15 millimeter throw. 8 millimeters is what I used when I started. You know, times have progressed. 15 millimeter is much, much better in my personal opinion. Now, in today's video, we have the SPTA dual action battery powered polisher. Now this thing also, guys, is a 15 millimeter throw. So I'm getting that correction ability that I like. Power wise, this thing runs from 2,000 to 4,800 oscillations per minute. It's definitely not quite as powerful as the Dewalt. The Ryobi went a higher number, but it didn't feel, because of the smaller throw, it didn't feel as powerful. And then the Cobalt was definitely on the bottom end, guys. I wouldn't recommend that one. If you have Cobalt tools, it's great for the DIYer, but for the professional, definitely not. This little guy is balanced, operates extremely smooth, minimal vibration. I mean, it does vibrate, but you're not doing, I wouldn't recommend this for full-blown corrections. You can do it for sure, but usually you're just gonna be doing kind of quicker paint enhancements and things like that with this, and the vibration is not gonna get to you. So now the form factor of this polisher is what I absolutely love. They knocked it out of the park with this thing. So first things first, guys, here it is. Overall design, right? You got the little head of the unit here where you can grip onto. You have currently a 5-inch backing plate on it. It also comes with a 6-inch backing plate. We do have a trigger system for your on-off here, which is amazing. That was the biggest thing that the Ryobi was lacking. It had a little on and off switch on the back that I didn't like at all. Let's see here. It has your speed dial on the back of it, which is where I typically like it. As you're working, you're just able to move it very, very easily. It has a nice tactile feel, and you can hear it click. Super, super nice. It has a trigger lock right here on the side, and that's where I like it. So that was one of the things the Dewalt was lacking, is the trigger lock was on this side, so you have to use these fingers to turn it on and then trigger lock it. This one is on the other side. Pull the trigger, lock it with your thumb. It's more comfortable. That's what I prefer. Again, on the Dewalt, I got used to it, no problem. But this is what I would prefer. Now it does have a little indicator on the back here letting you know when you're on level 1. It's at 2,000 OPM and all the way up to max, which is 4,800 OPM. When I'm saying OPM, that's oscillations per minute. It's rated oscillations per minute because it oscillates. It's not just the rotation, but it's actually also offset and rotates around that as well. So it kind of does a little shimmy. So let's go ahead and jump into this indicator a little bit more. So the trigger is not a variable speed trigger. It's just on and off, which it's okay. I really like the variable speed trigger where you just pull a little bit and start slow, and you can adjust the oscillations per minute just with the trigger. I like that, but at this price point, guys, I don't find that to be any issue at all. This thing is very inexpensive for what you get. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. I'm gonna lock into place, and we're gonna walk through these. One of the biggest things that a lot of polishers have that people talk negatively about is the fact that there's not a lot of difference between the different stages. Like you can't actually feel it. Well, with this one, you can feel it very, very well. So we're gonna do it together. I'm gonna lock it into place, so we'll walk through. It's 1 through 6 and then max. So I guess 7 stages. 7 stages. So we're gonna go ahead and trigger lock it. So it's on, we're on level 1. Now level 2, we'll bump it up. You hear it speed up more. Level 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's a little bit on the dial there. There we go. And then max. Now to release the trigger lock, you just pull the trigger again and it releases. Very, very precise on its dial. So there's nothing I can complain about. It's a smaller form factor than the Dewalt. It's very, very light. Here's the Dewalt in comparison. We'll do it on the back because having the pad on there is not completely fair. So there you go. I mean, just this thing is heavy, but this is a professional grade tool. This thing, like, this is still my go-to. This thing works amazing. Now, for the DIYer, this is my recommendation. If you're just doing this stuff on the weekends, taking care of your cars, this thing is fantastic. For the pro, a great backup option, or if you're doing waxes or just quick polishes, paint enhancements, things like that, not doing a full-blown correction, then this is a fantastic tool. It comes with 2 4-amp-hour batteries, right? And you can just pull them off here. There we go. Now, when I was using this machine, I actually got I was just using a 4-amp-hour battery. It's an 18-volt battery, and I was running, gosh, what did I get? I would say I would say 20 to 30 minutes of runtime before it died on me. But the fact that they give you 2 is great. You could definitely get around a car doing a decent paint enhancement. For everything else, this will get you around the car no problem. I was actually taking my time on each panel and trying to get some stuff out. So with that said, the batteries are a little bit, I don't know how good they are. They seem light to me for a 4-amp-hour battery, especially compared to like the Dewalts. So whatever. When I got this, guys, this little sticker, I've corrected it since then. All right, so this little sticker was on here like completely sideways, like that. So I took it off, right? I was like, that's not gonna work for me. So I took it off. You can see the battery indicator and everything is just right here. It's actually open. So you definitely wanna have this over it to keep it all sealed in. So I lined it up in there. It's very easy to do. It wasn't a big deal. There you go. Now it's covered. But the problem after that, I pressed it on, I pushed the button, and it stayed red for me. Like it's not doing it anymore. And you can hear it. Sounds good. But just to let you know, guys, so again, I'm not having any issue with it. It's not a problem. It's just, it was a little bit, the quality control wasn't as good as it could have been, right? I don't know any of the background about this brand. I got a lot of recommendations from people when I did the Ryobi, Cobalt, and Dewalt polisher. They said, hey, try this thing. So I did, and I'm very, very impressed with it. Again, build quality on the batteries is a little so-so, but the polisher itself is fantastic. I couldn't recommend it more. So let's go ahead and jump into what comes in the box, because they give you a ton of stuff. The polisher retails, I think it's $235 on Amazon, and what you get for that $235 is amazing. The Dewalt polisher is $230 tool only, no pads, no batteries. If you're like me and already have a bunch of Dewalt batteries, I still recommend going with this. This thing's fantastic. If you don't have Dewalt batteries and you're looking for a cordless polisher, this is the way to go. Skip the Ryobi, skip the Cobalt. This thing is better in my opinion. Now longevity, I don't know because I haven't used it for a long amount of time. I will, and I'll give you guys an update down the road. But as of now, I'm blown away with this thing. So let's go ahead and jump into what it came with. Okay, so as I said, it actually comes with 2 4-amp-hour batteries as well as a charger. So that's great. You can keep them everything all charged up. Now, I would have preferred if they had given you like a double charger, so you could stick both of them in. But since you only have 2, it's really not an issue. That is one downfall of the machine, is that I was on SPTA's website, and I didn't see any other batteries sold separately. Meaning if you did want to use this thing as your primary tool, it'd be kind of hard to do because 2 batteries is only going to get you through, a couple cars if you're doing quick waxes, but if you're doing anything more than that, it's going to get you through 1 car. So, it's a little bit of a bummer. Hopefully that they adjust that and you can buy additional batteries. I haven't reached out to them or anything, so maybe they do have it on offer, but I didn't see it on Amazon and I didn't see it on their website. I did see additional battery chargers though, so hopefully they do have it. Okay, next up, you pull it out, you get the polisher. The polisher comes with a 5-inch backing plate on it, which is my preferred size. So it also though does come with a 6-inch backing plate right here, which is cool. It's nice that they give that to you. Now again, I won't use this, but it's nice that they give it to you. If you prefer to use a 6-inch, then you can. And guys, if you want to see the Ryobi and the Cobalt and the Dewalt polisher review, I'll have those linked down in the description for you guys. So after this one, you can go check those out if you'd like and really get an idea of which polisher is right for you. Okay, so moving on. You get the 5-inch backing plate, 6-inch backing plate, a set of pads, 5-inch pads. You also get the same exact set of pads in a 6-inch set of pads. So you get a little, I don't know what they call this, a little wool pad kind of deal. Super thin, I would never use that personally. But then you get a finishing pad, a compounding pad, and a polishing pad. Actually, these look very, very, very similar. But anyways, you get a yellow, maroon, and black pad. Very, very nice that they give it to you. Quality of the pads feel okay. They don't feel like outstanding to me, but they feel okay. They would definitely get the job done. When you look at the Ryobi and the Cobalt polishers, the pads they give you were not great. Like they give you a pad called a cutting pad, and you look at the thing and it looked like a finishing pad to me for the most part, or maybe a polishing pad, but nothing aggressive. These look like they can actually get some work done, so that's pretty cool. Again, same thing in the 6-inch size if you're using that 6-inch backing plate. You also get 2 mounting options if you'd like, that you can either mount just the handle on the side, you can put it on either side, or you can use the little U-grip or D-ring or whatever they call these things. You can mount it that way if it's more comfortable for you. Or you can just use it like I do and just use the head. I will say the head, my hand cramped up a little bit when I was using it. Just the depth of it here, it was just a little bit small for my hand. But I just got used to it. I just held back here a little more. It wasn't a problem at all. They do have a texturized rubber piece in the back here as well, so when you lay it down, it's not laying directly on the head. Keeps everything nice. And then a hard plastic one on the battery pack, or on where the battery goes, and that keeps the battery off the ground while you're having it laying down. You can also stand it up like that. So, a few options for you. Okay, moving on. We get a little user guide. We actually get a detailing pad cleaning brush, which is fantastic that they give this to you. They don't have to do that. But basically you just, whoops, you take, let me grab one of the pads. So you would have, typically you use this on like microfiber pads and things like that, but it will work on a foam pad as well. Let me get a battery. And you would just run the machine and just do that, and it'll help lift all the embedded polish and all that kind of stuff out so you can keep working. So really cool that they give you that option. I mean, usually you can buy these in a detail shop and they're usually, $6 or something like that. So it's the fact that they just give it to you is really, really cool. From there, you get those polishing pads between the 5-inch and the 6-inch size, and then you get a rubbing compound and you get a polish. So compound polish, to give you the pads to use it. This will probably get you through a car or 2 possibly. Now I haven't used these. I stick to the products that I know and love, that I know how they're gonna react to the paint, and I know that I can work quickly with them because I'm a professional detailing service. I gotta get through cars quick. I can't be just sitting around using this just on a customer car. However, I will possibly test these out. If they're amazing, I'll let you guys know. But I will be testing them out on one of my cars. All right, so from there, they give you this, they give you 2 16 by 16 inch microfiber towels. I don't know what the GSM is. They almost feel a little like they're soft. very, very soft. So again, they're giving you everything you need to do your car, which is really cool. So those two pads, you get, I don't know what this is. I have not taken a look at this. It looks like it might be an apron, actually. Yep, this little apron that you can wear while you're polishing. So again, not necessary, but very cool that they give it to you. They give you a little wool wash mitt. Let's see here, it's small, but will definitely get the job done. Fits a hand perfectly. So that's nice. And then finally, last but not least, they give you a bag to store your polisher in. So guys, the amount of stuff that you get in this, like just alone, all they really needed to give you was the polisher with a 5-inch backing plate, the pads for the 5-inch backing plate, the 2 batteries I would definitely recommend. The bag, I guess, they could have included, but they didn't have to include anything else. But they did. They included a lot of stuff. And to be perfectly honest with you, I thought that this wasn't going to be a very good machine. I thought, I don't know, I've never heard of this brand. I've seen them on Amazon exclusively. That's all I've ever seen. And I wasn't that excited about it. I didn't think it was going to be that great. I was thinking it was going to be similar to the Cobalt polisher, and it's not. It's fantastic. It's a very, very, very good polisher. Also, guys, you do have a little storage piece here, so you can slide in your Allen wrench if you ever need to remove your backing plate. It just slides right in, and then there's a little piece that clips on to the head of it. Now I have my Allen wrench there if I need it. I personally wouldn't do that. I don't like having that another piece of metal there when I'm working on the car's paint, just in case. But overall, guys, I'm extremely, extremely impressed, satisfied with this polisher. I highly recommend it. Go buy one for 235 bucks. It's a fantastic value. Again, you get the 15mm throw, up to 4,800 oscillations per minute. I didn't have any problem with it bogging down on me, meaning that it was constantly spinning and I was constantly getting that correction ability. Yeah, very, very impressed with it. Go check it out. I'll have it linked down in the description for you guys so you can go take a look at it. I hope that helps you. If you're in the market for a cordless polisher and you don't want to break the bank, this is the one to get. I haven't reviewed one better than this, especially at this price point. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you're subscribed, turn on the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.